Hello everyone and welcome to another video here in my channel. Okay, so to be honest, I'm literally running out of ideas for new videos, so I decided to do something a little bit different. This time we're gonna be doing a vlog, right? It would kind of be like a week vlog. I will try to record a little bit about my days through the week so you get to know me a little bit more. And yeah, I mean, there are like quite a few things that I consider kind of interesting, you know, that happen to me from time to time. So maybe it would be a little bit fun to document those things. So here's the thing. I literally just woke up and it is like, okay, it is like, you know, mirrored, but it is 2 p.m. and that's obviously very, very late. I actually went to sleep around 4 a.m. Today's Monday, by the way. Okay, yesterday I sent a mail with my curriculum and a letter to this TV station, right? This local TV station. Well, just like requesting to have an interview and sharing like the things that I'm good at and the things that I could actually apport to this project, right? Today I woke up and I already got an answer, and they actually told me to go to an interview this Thursday. Let's see how it goes. I hope it goes well. Either way, I think I have to prepare, right, for that, because I really don't know what position they could offer to me, you know, because I was actually thinking about either like host or editor or production like supporter, whatever, I don't know. So I will try to prepare and be ready for that, right? So meanwhile, I guess I'm gonna get ready. So this is the beginning of the vlog, so let's get into the week. Okay guys, I already made a list, you know, of the things that I have to do for, well, to get prepared for the interview. I'm gonna study quite a few things, you know. I'm gonna study like the different type of shots that you could do like on a camera. I'm gonna study a little bit about Premiere, also about DaVinci, because those editors are like the most popular ones. And to be honest, I am much more familiar with what is it called? Yeah, Final Cut, LumaFusion, CapCut, etc. I mean, I have used DaVinci before. However, I definitely prefer to use LumaFusion. Anyways, so I'm gonna study those things. I'm gonna study my script, you know, for the interview, so I know what to say and I know what I should not say, because, you know, sometimes you just like talk and say stuff that you shouldn't. Also, as you can tell, I have a TOEFL practice scheduled, right? That's because I'm gonna be doing a TOEFL test. If you don't know what it is, it's kind of like a English test, you know? It literally just measures the knowledge that you have about the English language. So I'm gonna be doing that just so that I have a certificate for my curriculum, you know? So I really, really love English and I love the grammar, and I'm trying to be better each time. I think I have to prepare for the test, because the last time that I took it, I ran out of time. It is like a 3 hours long test, right? And to be honest, the reading part was the hardest for me. Guys, I read extremely slowly, and that obviously like killed my time. So this time I hope that I can do better. That's the thing, that's the idea, and that's what I'm gonna be doing this week. Now let's get ready. Let's get all dressed. All right. Okay, so we already put on the hyaluronic acid, which I use to irritate my skin, moisturize it, you know, since I have like very sensitive skin. Over that, I use the sunscreen. It is Zin Fusion Fluid, right? So this is what I use every single day. But that's the result. Since I have very sensitive skin, I rather just like avoid putting unnecessary products on my skin. And we're pretty now, we're pretty.
2 hours later.
Okay guys, so basically I didn't do that much the whole day. I basically just focused. I mean, sorry for this. It's just it's extremely cold. Well, not that much, but it's been very rainy and cold in literally summer, right? So okay, so here's what I basically just did the whole afternoon. Was just like taking like test practices, you know, for listening and also for kind of like grammar and a little bit of reading, which is kind of like my flaw. I just lose concentration whenever I'm reading like very long passages. I don't pay attention like that much for that long. But yeah, I mean, basically everything went well. That's just it. Practice. Morning guys. Okay, so today is Tuesday, so I'm just getting ready to go to the gym. I don't know if I will record at the gym, maybe just a little bit. Let's go to the gym. Today is Tuesday. And now we're living. It was good. It's pretty cool.
12 o'clock midnight.
Okay guys, so it's basically very late, and to be honest, the day was like not so, I mean, it was productive, but it wasn't interesting. Like something that I just noticed in these 2 days is that vlogging is kind of hard, you know. Like, why am I supposed to actually show you when my day was in fact just like waking up, going to the gym, return, shower, eat, studying for the TOEFL test? That was my day. In reality, I have been feeling a little bit overwhelmed because, as you know, this Thursday I have the job interview. In the morning, in fact, I was kind of like rehearsing something like my job interview speech or script, right? And I kind of like prepared already for the main questions that people usually ask, because as I told you, I already went to 8 different job interviews in the last few months, and I can already like am prepared for anything. What I try to focus on is always talking about myself, right? Focus on what your experience is, your abilities, your hunger to learn, and also to share what you have to offer to others and to the company. And also practicing helps me like not say things that are not necessary, right? Because sometimes I like over talk, and that's not good either. So basically that's what I did in the morning before the gym. I was like making the bed, and I was like, and why do we have to hurry? Well, because in the afternoon I just basically like try to study. I don't know about you guys. I don't know if you had ever heard about the TOEFL test, but it basically just like measures your abilities in English. I think that is a type of test that you really do not have to study for, because I mean, when you know, and whatever you know it already. Like, studying will not give you more abilities in this language more than the ones that you already have, right? I've been trying to improve my English since I was born. I've been like using it for quite a while now. English is not in fact my primary language, if you didn't know, or if you already noticed. Through time, I've been trying to improve my accent and the way that I speak and the way that I actually use words, etc. You know, I try to sound as natural as possible, and believe me guys, I love this language like very much. Since I was very young, I always consumed like content from American YouTubers, you know, like for example like Smosh and Shane Dawson and Khalil Kitten, you know, and Marcia Pie and PewDiePie, like the OG, you know, like YouTubers. My very favorite YouTuber back in the day when she used to upload content was Khalil Kitten. Was kind of my hugest inspiration regarding content creation and YouTube specifically. In conclusion, guys, I've been definitely trying to do my best to improve my English language skills. I remember the first time that I took the TOEFL test, the level I got was actually B1. However, I must admit, I left, I would say, over 30 questions without answering from the reading section. So that was obviously awful. And I remember that day I went back home crying, guys, like crying because I felt like I had failed myself, because I told you guys I love this language. I mean, not for any reason I decided to start creating content in English because I really like it, and I want to improve. And I think that maybe making a YouTube channel in English actually is also a way for me to keep practicing, my speaking and the way that I express myself, That was like around 2000, like I would say 19 or 18. I don't remember. It's been a while now. I have improved quite a lot. Basically, all the previous jobs that I've had in the past, all of them have to do with English. So basically, yeah, English is or has been a very, very huge part of my life. And I don't know, I mean, I think that taking this test is just a part of me saying like, you know what, I think you can do this. I think you can do this, and you will get a pretty good score because I believe in you and I believe in your abilities in the language. Don't worry, everything will be very, very fine. Yeah, that's basically it. And sorry if I'm whispering, guys, but as I told you, it's very late. Everyone's sleeping. Yeah, I should just like go to sleep as well. And sorry for this, guys, but believe me, it's very, very, very cold. I think I will see you tomorrow. Sorry if I talk too much for this section when in reality I didn't show that much of my day. But anyways, I'll see you tomorrow. Good night. Wakey. Good morning, guys. Okay, so today is Wednesday, and I just got to the gym, to the parking lot. I want to tell you something pretty sad. Last week I had an accident here. I was actually getting out of the parking lot and I was going in reverse, and then I hit a car very slightly and not too hard, but I got down and it was like a very, very superficial scar. I will leave a picture of how it looked, but it was a Tesla. I noticed that on the screen of the Tesla it said something like recording, right? So I got very scared. I did what I could, right? I got out of the car, I checked the damage, I even returned to the same place where I was actually parked, and I waited for a while. I was hoping that the owner arrived at a certain point, but they never did, and I'm glad that they didn't. Either way, it was like a very superficial scar. I think that it could have literally just like been repaired with a polish. I think that's what it's called. I don't know, with a polish. Yeah, so anyways, that's what happened, and that was very, very stressful because literally I went back home feeling super guilty, talking to ChatGPT, asking like, what should I do? Should I come back? Should I talk to anyone at the parking lot and ask for information about the owner of that Tesla? In the end, I felt very bad, not because I hit the car or because I felt like the scratch was quite too bad, but to be honest, I felt that bad because I didn't even leave like a note or my contact or anything to kind of like pay back for what I did. So I basically just like wrote a little note, and I've been carrying this for at least a week to see if I can see the Tesla again, but I think okay, so here's the thing. I talked to one of my besties, and she was like, don't worry, people who have a Tesla actually has much more money to fix that little damage by themselves, and they wouldn't get into trouble with someone else just because of that type of damage, I was like, okay, I guess you're right, I should calm down. Guys, I just don't like feeling that I'm doing something wrong or bad to others, I feel very, very guilty, and I don't know, I just wanted to get it fixed. But anyways, that's what happened last week. I will get into the gym. Today's arms day, so I don't know if I will be able to record that much because I don't know what happened. I think it's because it's summer that people are like more available to come to the gym, but it was like very busy yesterday, so it was actually a little bit uncomfortable to record. But anyways, hopefully it goes well. Here we go.
3 hours later.
Okay guys, so tomorrow is the job interview. I'm a little bit nervous, but I already practiced, so I kind of feel prepared. Hopefully it goes well. I just really hope that if this is for me, it just happens. I will of course try my best, because you know guys that I've been like applying for jobs like crazy and going to different mini interviews through the last few months. So let's see how this one goes. Okay, wish me luck guys. Good night. Oh my god. Guys, okay, so I'm about to get into the TV station, and of course I'm a little bit nervous. I feel ready and prepared for whatever is gonna happen there. God, I feel anxious, but it's fine, it's gonna be fine. I can do this. Okay, I got a call and I got distracted, so okay, wish me luck guys. This is gonna be very easy. Okay. Wish me luck. See you in a bit.
A few moments later.
Guys, okay, I just did the interview, which was also more like a casting. It went pretty well, I think. I had an interview with the sub-director of the station. He was very kind and friendly, and all the people who I was actually able to talk to in this place was actually also very kind. The cameraman was like super kind to me. He was like, relax, calm down. I feel like you're a little bit stressed. Calm down, you're gonna do good. And I was like, thank you. Thank you so much. So I did basically a simple interview, and then the casting, because I was actually hoping to get a position as a TV host, and I did a casting. I was not expecting that. I read something that they gave me, and then I had to improvise something like a topic, and I had to present it as if it were a TV show. So I basically just talked about my favorite artist. If you don't know who she is, her name is Belinda. So I basically just talked about her and her last album and the last series that she recorded. So it was something that I just knew very well about. So I think that the improvised casting went even better than the read one, I feel like. But anyways, hopefully it goes very well and they call me, so that they start the whole process of getting me into a job. So now it's time to go to the gym. Woo! Good morning guys. Okay, so today I have the TOEFL test. I'm a little bit nervous because, as I told you before, I read very slowly. I feel like it's gonna be okay, but the reading part, it's gonna be a little bit like But anyways, I will try my best, and hopefully it actually goes very well. After the test, I will go with one of my best friends to go to celebrate her birthday. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Let's just go eat breakfast. Wish me luck guys with the test. See you in a bit.
Later. 2,000 years later.
Guys, I already did the test. It was hell. Like, oh my god. Okay, I didn't do bad, you know? I actually did a very good job. I feel like I got a very good score. I feel like it's very unfair, the amount of time that they give you to do every single section. Like for the listening section, they give you only like 12 seconds. 12 seconds after you hear the conversation, they give you like 12 seconds to read the 4 options that they give you, and then select the one that you think is correct. Whenever a section started, there was this man reading for you the instructions, right? In the listening part, the man took at least 40 seconds to read each option that you could answer regarding the conversation that you just heard and the question that you just heard. So if for the voiceover man took 40 seconds to read every single answer, how do they expect us to read 4 different answers in 12 seconds? I mean, I know that they're like very short answers that you can identify and select pretty fast. There were quite a few others that were longer and that I had to read every single detail because there were like, I don't know, I wouldn't say difficult, difficult, but the time reading, guys, was hell. Obviously, the topics that they give you are very like general, you know, like biology or archaeology or whatever. They gave me like 55 minutes to answer those 50 questions. I only read completely the very first passage. It was like a full page. It took me 10 minutes to finish the reading, and it took me another 10 to finish the other 10 questions that I had left. So I thought, you know what? It's not gonna happen to me again. I won't run out of time. So what I did was to skip every question that was related to the topic of the lecture, and I answered as soon as possible all the questions that had to do more with vocabulary. So it was not difficult. And at the end, after I answered all of those questions, I literally just had like 10 minutes to answer the other questions of the other passages that were related with the actual information of the lectures. So, oh my god, I feel like I did answer correctly quite a few of them because I did read a little bit, very fast, but a little bit. But in the very last ones, I literally just like chose like eeny, meeny, you know. But in the end, I think I didn't get like a bad score. Again, I was hoping to get at least a C1, but I asked ChatGPT, and apparently I was very close to get to C1, at least in one of the sections. It's okay. I mean, it means that I just have to continue practicing, and I have to like read faster. That's my problem. That always was my problem. But anyways, that was the test. It was okay. I did pretty well, and I'm proud of myself for the great effort that I just did. So now it's time to relax. So now you're gonna go with me and my bestie Kim. You know her from previous videos. We're gonna be celebrating her birthday, as I told you guys before. But oh, I told you that I had a present for her. She loves mother, and I love her too. So I decided to just get her a little something, you know. So I hope she loves it. And okay, let's go.
2 hours later.
Wait, you want me to do an unboxing?
Yeah.
Oh, bestie. Oh, bestie.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I love it.
Or do you already have it?
No, I don't.
Oh,
It is.
bestie.
You go see.
Bestie.
Oh, so good. Gonna make a messy roommate.
Oh, so good.
The next day.
That was the training. Yay.
12 o'clock midnight.
Okay, guys, so that was basically an attempt of a vlog, a week thing vlog. I don't know what that was. I think I did an awful job remembering to record. Oh gosh. And yeah, you could tell that there are not quite too many things happening in my life, but I just like wanted to share a little bit of it with you guys, and I truly hope that you enjoyed it and that you had fun, or in that maybe it was a little bit interesting or anything, right? I'm just watching Grease on Netflix, and I'm enjoying it a lot. It's not the best, of course, but it's a classic. But anyways, I mean, in the end, I had a very nice time vlogging for you guys. Tell me in the comments if you did, if you want me to keep doing like vlogs more often. Maybe not as long, because probably a week was quite too much, right? So maybe I would do something like shorter, like 2 or 3 days, and then just like stop, right? Because clearly not every day is interesting. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, follow me on my social media, and I'll be seeing you in the next video.